Okay, so today we're diving into a really remarkable story. It's all about civic duty, some pretty radical innovation, and what could be the future of how governments hold themselves accountable. And it all kicks off with one of the most unusual gifts a country has ever been offered. It starts with this number, $215 million. Now, you might be thinking, is that a corporate bailout? The cost of a new stadium? Nope. It's the valuation of a gift. And this isn't just some one-and-done deal. This gift is designed to last for 99 years. The idea is for it to become a permanent part of the nation's civic infrastructure. But here's the part that's truly astonishing. This entire system, this massive national-scale project, valued at over $200 million, was built and given by just one person. So what exactly is it? Well, it's a brand new governance system designed completely from scratch and then gifted, fully funded, to the nation of Australia. So what on earth does a $215 million gift to a whole country even look like? Well, it's a complete, totally ready-to-use framework, and it's designed to fix one of government's most stubborn and expensive problems. It's called the Royal Commission Readiness and Assurance Framework, or RCCRAF for short. Now, in countries like Australia, a Royal Commission is the highest, most powerful kind of public inquiry you can have, a huge investigation into a major national problem. The key thing to understand here is that the RCCRAF doesn't actually run the inquiry. Instead, it's a system that runs beforehand to make sure the whole process is set up to succeed, not to fail. So you have to ask, why would someone spend a fortune to build this? The answer is pretty simple. Because these massive public inquiries, a nation's best tool for getting to the truth, fail way, way too often. And when they do fail, the cost isn't just about the money. It's a cost you measure in lost time, in broken promises, and maybe worst of all, in the public's trust just getting chipped away. This really lays out the whole frustrating cycle. You see months, sometimes a whole year of delays, tens of millions of dollars just wasted, and recommendations that sound great but then just get ignored. But the really maddening part, the same systemic failures, whether it's in aged care or banking or disaster response, they end up getting investigated all over again a generation later because we didn't get it right the first time. So looking at this cycle of failure, the creator decided to just build a better system. And honestly, the story of how it was built is almost as incredible as the system itself. I mean, forget what you think about big government projects that take years and cost a fortune. This entire national framework was built by one person, Rohan Michael Brown, working with an AI, over a 48-hour stretch on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And get this, the total time it took the AI to actually generate the core intellectual property was just 275 minutes. That is less than 5 hours. It's just a wild example of what people are calling cognitive compression, basically collapsing years of complex institutional work into a single afternoon. Now, this is a really crucial point. This process didn't just spit out a cool idea or a white paper. It started as a blueprint, the why, and evolved into a fully operational engine. It's decision grade, which means leaders can actually use it to make real decisions. And it's audit defensible, meaning it can hold up under the toughest scrutiny. It's not a plan. It's a system you can switch on. So how does this thing actually work? Well, at its core, the whole framework is built on this really powerful idea, an operating system for truth. Think about it. After a big crisis, nations produce tons of reports and recommendations. But how do you make sure those lessons are actually learned? How do you make sure accountability lasts longer than a single news cycle or one political term? The answer here is something called meta-governance infrastructure, or MGI. Now that sounds super complex, but think of it this way. It's not another government policy or agency. It's like the underlying operating system for accountability itself. It's the code that runs when our normal systems break down under pressure. It's all about governing the process of finding the truth. So the MGI itself isn't a national achievement, like, say, a medical breakthrough is. Instead, it's the foundational plumbing that makes those other achievements possible, and more importantly, makes them stick. It's the system that makes sure that when we investigate something really important, the truth gets captured, saved, and actually acted upon. And this isn't just some abstract concept. The entire system has been built, documented, and packaged up for a totally seamless handover to the government. A really clear 5-stage pathway has been designed to make it as easy as possible for them to adopt it. It starts with just recognizing the problem, then moves to the Treasury confirming there's no cost,
then to cabinet approval, signing the legal documents, and finally just putting the system in custody, ready to go for the next time a big inquiry is needed.
And this is really why it's such a compelling idea for any government. There is zero draw on the budget. There's no procurement risk because it's a gift, not a purchase. It doesn't create or take away any government power at all. And it's built to be completely solid under the highest levels of review. It's just an incredibly safe and simple yes.
This whole project is really built on a profound idea, and it's captured perfectly in this quote from its creator. Civilizations aren't just defined by what they build or find, but by whether they can actually face the truth and learn from their mistakes. This gift, this operating system for truth, is an attempt to build that capacity right into the machinery of government. And the question it really leaves us with is, are we ready to use it?